What is up, awesome people of the internet? Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday, everybody. We just finished watching LSU versus Tennessee, and Tennessee gave LSU a run for their money for most of the game, but it was LSU that came out on top. The final score was 75 LSU, 60 Tennessee. I just wanted to hop on and just so we can just talk about this game real quick because this game, the final result was not what I expected as the game was happening. So I came into this game thinking that, yes, LSU was going to win. However, Tennessee, they were balling for a good amount of the game. They were balling. And I was like, okay, well, maybe this game is going to be closer than we expected. And then LSU went on a 18-5 run to close out the game and come out with a very sizable victory against LSU. It really was, or against Tennessee. It really was the fourth quarter that really got Tennessee to lose this game. The first three quarters, I thought it was pretty close throughout. And in that fourth quarter, LSU showed up and again, let everybody know that this LSU team means business, y'all. So we're gonna get into the specifics of what happened in this game, and also we're gonna talk about how I think Hailey Van Lith is back. She really did get her groove back in this game today, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about the play of Hailey Van Lith. We're gonna talk about Aneesa Morrow kind of struggling again. We're gonna talk about Angel Reese with another double-double. We're gonna talk about the fact that Rickea Jackson was good today. However, it was like key decisions that Tennessee made on their offense, on the offensive end, that sort of went away from Rickea Jackson. And I think that is what cost them to lose the game in the manner that they lost the game. I was expecting them to lose. However, they played well 3 quarters and couldn't finish it out. So we're gonna get into this game. So first I want to see what y'all have to say about this game. Also, as y'all are joining, if y'all can hit that like button, that would be fantastic. Yeah, if y'all can hit that like button, that would be awesome. JB, oh, why is this comment so large? JB says, "Hey, Quita had to miss the Friday hangout, but watched the playback, and it was another fire live stream per usual. Happy to make it today." I'm glad you're able to make it today. But here's some analysis from JB about the game. JB says, LSU closed really well today in the fourth quarter. Yep, the way the game ended was very reminiscent of the Tennessee-South Carolina game. Honestly, Tennessee had them on the ropes in the third. Yeah, I would agree with you. That Tennessee versus South Carolina game, again, South Carolina, they got the job done and played really well to close out the game. But Tennessee, they're able to show spurts of being a very good team. It's just not being able to close it out against some of the top teams in the country. That really, really cost them this game. Jeff says, "Go Tigers." What's up, Groovy? What's up, Groovy? Leak says, "Third quarter had me nervous." Elsie said, "Hailey Van Lith came in clutch. Morrow needs to score more." Yeah. We're gonna get into Hailey. Only Justin says Hailey came to play today. She did. She really did come to play. Yep. Maddie says Tennessee put up a good fight. We didn't play well in the third quarter. Yep. Yeah. Jay says, "I don't know. Tennessee didn't look serious the whole game to me." Really? Like they were good. They were good for just about 3 quarters, and then the fourth quarter they just sort of laid an egg. Nola says it wasn't pretty, but it showed we have other pockets of talent. Yep. Yeah, I agree, Courage. Courage says Tennessee could have won, but they started slacking in the fourth. Yeah. Leak says, "I thought LSU was about to get got." I thought so too. I really did. But they got the dub. it wasn't their best game in the world, but they got the dub, and that's what matters. It's sure, it's cool, I guess, to blow out teams or whatever, but to grind it out and to not have a good game and to still win is good. Yes. Leak is right. So yeah, for those who did not know, Flau'jae Johnson did, or AKA Big Foe, she did start the game, but they did say she was under the weather, and you could tell at times that she wasn't like at her best, but she still played in the game. She didn't play, I would say she didn't play as many minutes as she normally plays, but she ended up with 9 points in this game, with 7 rebounds as well. She was pretty inefficient scoring wise. She was 3 of 11 from the field. That was Flau'jae Johnson. So yeah, she was under the weather. They did say that. The commentators did talk about that. Officer Davis, what up? Officer Davis says, hello, awesome people of the internet. What's up, Audrey? Yes. This was a cool game. Maddie says Angel Reese reached 2,000 points in her career. She did. And let's talk about Angel Reese real quick. So Angel Reese had another double-double in this game. She is the double-double queen, it seems. She had 11 points, 16 rebounds. In terms of scoring wise, she missed a lot of bunnies. She did. She missed some buckets at the basket. However, she redeemed herself in a lot of those times getting her own rebound. She had 8 offensive rebounds in this game. And she ended up with 16 rebounds overall. Angel Reese is just a rebounding machine. She is just a rebounding machine. She did score her 2,000th point today, which was pretty cool. Like I love it when players reach those milestones, whether it's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 points, whatever it is. Like I just think it's fun to celebrate their achievements. Angel Reese really has been doing a really good job in terms of leading this team and being the emotional leader on this team, and sort of doing whatever she needs to do to make this team a success. Yes, she didn't have the most efficient game. She was 4 of 19 from the field. Again, she only had 11 points in this game. She was 3 of 6 from the free throw line. But again, Angel Reese is going to find a way to get the job done. She knows that that she wants to get the other team into foul trouble, and she didn't get to the line as much as she normally does, but she still got to the line, and she was 50% from the line. Again, not the best game of hers, but she did hit that 2,000 point mark, and you could still see, even though she wasn't the most efficient, she still she was still the leader of the team. I really do enjoy when we see Angel Reese grab the defensive rebound and then take the ball down the court and try to facilitate something. Not necessarily trying to get it herself, but to find the open person and have them hit a shot. I think it was a point in the game where Angel Reese, I think she passed it to Michaela Williams, I think. And Michaela Williams got a really good shot off and made it. Like I think there are times where we see flashes of, wow, Angel Reese is more than just a low post player, right? She is a player that can bring up the ball. I mean, of course, not in a fast break setting, bring up the ball, not in a not like when she's getting pressed or anything like that. But it comes in handy to have a post player to be able to just grab it, come down with it, and let's run some offense. And I thought that Angel Reese just continues to show that she can do that. It is very, very, very impressive. Leak, thank you so much for the super chat. Leak says, drop that anybody can get got merch and also people on the internet. Yeah, it's coming. It is absolutely coming, y'all. I'm trying to get the merch done. I'm trying to get stuff done. Yeah. But thank you so much for the super chat, Leak. yeah, so Angel Reese is she's a really good player. Like she just is. She just is. Antonio says Angel Reese is the Dennis Rodman of women's basketball. I could see that a little bit with less theatrics of Dennis Rodman. Yeah, because Dennis Rodman, that's what he did. You know, Dennis Rodman can get a whole bunch of rebounds. This man, that man could get a bunch of rebounds and basically no points, but just rebounds. But the difference with Angel Reese, Angel Reese, you know, she does look for her shot, but ultimately it seems like she cares more about the quality of the way the team is playing and ultimately getting the dub more than the actual points that she scores, which I think is a very, very good quality. Oh, thank you so much, Jessica. I appreciate that. Terry says, I like Reese, but don't like her game. She thinks she is a scorer. She should average 7 dimes a game. So I do absolutely believe that Angel Reese is a player that could average 7 assists a game. I absolutely see it. When you look at the vision that Angel Reese has, she's a passer. She can pass the ball. I think that as we see her go to the next level in the WNBA, I think we will see a lot more assists from Angel Reese, mainly because I think her teammates will probably, you know, hit those shots more when she gets on the ball. But yeah, I think Angel Reese can. She's inefficient at times in terms of scoring at the basket. Sometimes it feels like she's just sort of throwing it off the basket just so she can get her own rebound and actually get a real attempt at a shot. So, like, you know, that stuff, I think when she gets to the WNBA, that stuff will be fixed because it'll be like, no, make sure your first shot is a really good shot, you know, and don't try to necessarily hunt for the offensive rebound so you can actually get a better shot. But her numbers when it comes to assists, I believe they're going to go up because you can see right now that she really wants to be a passer, right? So I'm just saying. I think we'll see when she gets in the WNBA, but. Yo, she has really good vision for a post player. She has a really, really good vision for a post player. I'm just saying. Maddie says, yes, Angel missed a lot of layups. She is a team leader and a team player. What will she do? Should she stay or should she go? I mean, she put that on Twitter, right? She's wondering, should I stay or should I go? Da, 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 da. Isn't that a song? Should I stay or should I go? I feel like I saw it in a commercial or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's the question. Will she stay or will she go? I think it doesn't matter necessarily if she stays or if she goes in terms of her draft spot. You know, she's going to be, in my opinion, maybe a 5th pick in the WNBA draft this season. If she goes next season, she's probably gonna be in a similar spot, or maybe she'll move up a couple spots. But you know, she's going to get drafted very high, and she's going to make a roster regardless if she goes into this draft or next year's draft. And I think that I think that it's just about her furthering her development as a player. I would like to see her return for another year. However, if she goes to the WNBA draft, I don't hate it, but I would love it more if she stayed another year. But I will say, the Chicago Sky has the number 8th pick in the WNBA draft. Angel Reese is not going to fall to the 8th pick, but if she did, it would be cool to have her go to the Chicago Sky. I'm just saying. It's not going to happen. We got the 3rd pick and we got the 8th pick. With the 3rd pick, we're probably picking Rickea. But if Caitlin goes and stays another year at Iowa, Rickea is probably going to be the number 1 or number 2 pick in the WNBA draft. Then maybe do you pick Angel Reese as number 3? Maybe. It depends. Like I would actually be okay with that, depending on if Caitlin stays another year in the WNBA, and Rickea goes like to either number 1 or number 2 in the WNBA draft. It depends. But anyway, I see some more super chats. Thank you so much, David. Thank you so much, David, for the $20 super chat. Thank you so much, David. I appreciate that. David says, when Hailey started hitting shots, I wonder if Queenie gonna say Hailey got her groove back. Go Tigers. You know me well, David. You know me well, man. You know me well. Thanks so much, Clint, for the super chat. Clint says, how is Jackson seen as a higher draft pick than Reese? Her stats aren't even as good. Do you think she is rated a little low for the WNBA draft? So I think that yes, when it comes to her, the actual, like the numbers that Rickea Jackson averages, sure, they're not the highest. However, when you look at the body of work that Rickea Jackson has, you see the talent and you can absolutely see how it translates to the WNBA. Right now, she's averaging 18.9 points a game, 7.9 rebounds, and she's shooting around 46% from the field. Rickea Jackson is a player that reminds me so much of Kaiya Copper. She is a player that basically is a small forward that can get to the basket pretty much at will. Yes, can shoot some mid-range shots, struggles for like 3-point shooting, but is a player that can just be an all-around offensive threat, right? Can handle the rock, can get to the paint, can get to the free throw line when needed, and is a player that just has a high motor. So when it comes down to it, yes, Rickea Jackson is a higher draft pick prospect than Angel Reese. And I think that also has to do with Rickea Jackson's height. Rickea Jackson is 6'2". When she goes to the WNBA, I see her being a small forward. When Angel Reese is a extremely talented player as well, in her own right, and she has been balling this year, last year as well. Right now, she's averaging around 19.4 points a game for Angel Reese. She's averaging 12.8 rebounds, which is just astounding. But the difference between Rickea Jackson and Angel Reese, in my opinion, is the height factor. Rickea Jackson will basically be a small forward in the WNBA. Angel Reese is a post player in the WNBA. Still likely a power forward or a center. And when you look at her height, she's not that tall. She's 6'3", which is, yeah, sure, tall, but like, you know, you're also battling against taller, bigger players in the post when you get to the WNBA. And so that's why I think that Rickea Jackson is a better prospect in terms of rankings. They're both extremely good, and I would love to have both or either one on my team, the Chicago Sky. But I think that's the difference, right? Angel Reese does average more points. She does average more rebounds, but her height is, in my opinion, going to be an issue, especially since we've seen her struggle a little bit against taller players when it comes to the post. So that is, to me, a little bit of a concern. Hope that answers your question. But guys, what else? What did y'all think about this game? Just sort of doing a general recap about this game. This game was a series of runs. Also, while we talking about this, guys, if y'all can hit that like button, that would be fantastic. We got 36 likes right now. If we can get to 100 likes, that would be pretty phenomenal. If you're in the chat right now and you don't see where you can hit the like button, just close out the chat, hit that like button, and then you can open up the chat back up, and we can continue to talk about today's game, LSU versus Tennessee. LSU won the game 75 points to Tennessee's 60 points. This game really was a big battle of runs when you really think about it. It was pretty evenly matched in the first half. I would say kind of. LSU and Tennessee were sort of battling when we started in that first quarter. Tennessee got on a pretty good run, led by Rickea Jackson and her scoring. And then we got into the second quarter. Rickea Jackson wasn't really getting the ball like that. Tennessee hit like a slight slump, and they were outscored 10-19 in that second quarter. And when we came into the third quarter, they were like, okay, we're going to redeem ourselves. We're going to redeem ourselves. And in the third quarter, we saw this team pick up the pace and get a little bit better defensive-wise against LSU. And also, they were able to score some buckets. And it wasn't just Rickea Jackson, right? It was Sara Puckett getting some buckets. It was Tamari Key getting some buckets, as well as getting in double figures. She had 10 points in this game. And when we got into the fourth quarter, Tennessee had some momentum, right? They outscored LSU 19-10 in that third quarter. And in the fourth quarter, I was like, okay, is this about to be a battle? Because it was a close game. And then Tennessee proceeded to basically fall apart, and LSU won the game on a pretty sizable run to close out the game, 18-5 run. They ended up scoring 27 points in that fourth quarter, and Tennessee scored 15 points in that fourth quarter, I should say. So basically, Tennessee, I felt that they needed to continue to run through Rickea Jackson, and they stopped doing that. And I think that is really, 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 really what cost them the game. When we think about Rickea Jackson is a straight up baller. She could have had 20-something points in this game. She finished the game with 16 points. She had 9 rebounds. She had 2 assists in this game, and 2 blocks. And there was a specific point in that, I think it was that fourth quarter, where Angel was trying to get up for a layup, and Rickea Jackson swatted the ball, and she was she said, I think she said, "Get that ish out of here." And it was so funny because you heard it as clear as day. Rickea Jackson can get up there with some blocks. I thought overall she had a pretty okay game. She was 6 of 18 in this game. And I felt that as the game kind of went on, the times that she got the ball, she kind of forced it a little bit. And I would have loved to see Tennessee run the entire game through Rickea Jackson, not just having her get to a hot start and then you're just, yes, it's great to pass it around and get other teammates involved. However, when you have a star player, just run it through them, just run the game through Rickea Jackson. You see this with UCLA, right? UCLA is a team that runs through Lauren Betts, right? And it doesn't mean that Lauren Betts has to score. It doesn't mean that. It just means that you're trying to make sure she gets the ball on a lot of the plays. And she may pass it out and have someone else get a bucket in. It doesn't necessarily mean that she has to score. And I would have loved to see this Tennessee team be able to run through Rickea Jackson instead of at times she was just sort of standing there and they were just running a play and she was not necessarily engaged because I think the plays weren't necessarily for her. And I would say that was, to me, that was a huge part of this loss for Tennessee. All right, let's see. Clint, thank you so much for the super chat, Clint. Clint says, LSU are Jekyll and Hyde. A couple of their weapons will be on and a couple off each game. If only they can be on their game at the same time. Yes. Yeah. And that's why I think this LSU team is so dangerous. Yes, they're projected at the 4th seed in the NCAA tournament, but I think that's why they're so dangerous, is because they're listed as a 4 seed, but when they're on, this team is a 1 seed when they're on. It's just that they are kind of all over the place. Sometimes they have great games, sometimes they don't. Today's game, I wouldn't even consider today's game a great game. I think it was a game that that LSU just showed, hey, you know, we could turn it up in the fourth quarter and win a game. That's what they showed in this game, right? That is what they showed. And yeah, that's what I thought about the game overall. We're gonna get into Hailey Van Lith in just a sec. I do want to see some of y'all comments. Reese says, I'm so disappointed. I really wanted Tennessee to get the dub. I mean, I would have loved to see it because, again, y'all know I love me some upsets. It would have been fun to see, but yeah, we saw that that they couldn't hack it when it came to the fourth quarter. They couldn't hack it. Mo says, off topic, I believe Angel called Jackson broke. I don't know nothing about that, so we are going to move on. Ant says, Angel Reese's vision is better than their guards. Yeah. Yeah. At times, abso-freaking-lutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. JB says, so free merch for the mods. Just kidding. Always happy to support the best channel on YouTube. Gotta let us know when the merch drops. JB, the mods are gonna get something special. The mods are gonna get something special because I really do appreciate you and the other mods that we have that help to keep the chat moving in a great direction. So yeah, there'll be something. Coming for the mods, and I will for sure let you all know about that. Hinokami Kai says Angel Reese definitely needs to go pro. Goodness Rated says Caitlin and Angel are going to go. I can absolutely see Caitlin going to the Indiana Fever. But again, she hasn't announced it yet. But we will see on Senior Day if Caitlin Clark will stay. Officer Davis says they were popping off all day. ESPN mics were awesome. They were saying, "Get that ish out of here." Okay, yeah. It was, and like I love it. I love it when you get somebody get a block and they like yeah, or they get an and one, and you know, I saw the freshman on LSU Del Rosario. She got an and one bucket, and then. And then she was like doing like that. Like, I love it. I absolutely love it. Also, is it just me or are we seeing a stronger version of Aaliyah Del Rosario? She only had 3 points in this game, but I thought she gave some solid minutes. And I'm starting to see more and more Aaliyah Del Rosario play tough in a way that I didn't see earlier in the season. So let me know in the comments if y'all agree with me and if you think lately, for the last several games, we've been seeing a stronger version of Aaliyah Del Rosario, a more confident version of Aaliyah Del Rosario, someone who's just like, yeah, I'm here and I'm a ball. Yeah, I'm here and I'm a ball. You know, I thought that was, you know, I feel like I'm seeing something different when it comes to Del Rosario. But yeah, let me know in the comments if y'all think I'm wild on that or if y'all agree with that comment. David says Harper being outcoached again. I mean, yeah, but also LSU was a dramatically better team than Tennessee. Tennessee had them on the ropes. And then the fourth quarter started. So I wouldn't put all the blame on Kelly Harper. I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. They just got outplayed because they played a better team. Yes, there was a pathway for them to get the victory. They didn't. And sure, she could have done a better job coaching in this game, especially in that fourth quarter. However, I wouldn't put it all on Kelly Harper because this team was just way better than Tennessee on paper, and Tennessee showed up and they did their best for 3 quarters. And when it came down to it, it's just Mocha Latte says Rickea Jackson is definitely pro ready. Yep, they are. Yep, she absolutely is. So I would say that I don't know if y'all watched the Tennessee versus USA game that happened early in the season. Like I feel like probably the first week or 2 of the season or something like that. Rickea Jackson. I don't even know. I don't know if somebody put it on YouTube. Hopefully somebody did that game. But watch, if y'all can, rewatch that game. Rickea Jackson was balling. She was absolutely balling. And from that game, I was like, yeah, Rickea Jackson's ready for the pros. Because she was playing against Team USA. And she was doing her thing. So I'm just saying. I am just saying. All right. We are about to get into the amazing play of we about to get into what Hailey Van Lith did offensively. But let's talk about Big Foe. Let's talk about Big Foe and Flau'jae Johnson. So again, as we said earlier, Flau'jae Johnson was sick today, and she started. She played some minutes. Didn't play, I would say, as many minutes as I would normally see her play. She finished with 9 points in this game. Had 7 rebounds. She was pretty inefficient scoring wise. But I just sort of put that towards her being sick and her expending so much energy defensively that offensively it just wasn't her night. And that that happens sometimes, especially when you're playing sick. I will say this about Big Foe. She is the defensive engine for this team. She is the player. Yes, Angel Reese is phenomenal especially with defensive rebounds, and really is the offensive heart of this team. But I see Flau'jae Johnson as the defensive heart of LSU. She is a player who gets put on the best offensive player on the other team. And she does her best to shut that player down. And I think once again, Flau'jae did a good job defensively. And I think because she was sick, it led to her expending so much energy that offensively she wasn't good, but defensively, Big Foe was doing her thing. She had 4 blocks in this game, which was kind of fun. Yeah. So 4 blocks. So anyway, I just wanted to give a shout out to Flau'jae Johnson because overall didn't have the best offensive game. But if you just watch her play defensively, you see how good of a defender she really is, even when she's not that great offensively. So I'm just saying, Oh, okay. Lee says Flau'jae had 5 blocks. Sorry, I stand corrected. I think I just saw 4 blocks. But anyway, yes. Flau'jae Johnson really did have a fantastic game. I would yeah. Let's see. I am Joe says Flau'jae. Hold on, guys. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I Am Joe says Flau'jae don't get enough appreciation. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Big Foe is good. Big Foe is really good. She's a really, 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 really good player. And yeah, she doesn't get as much attention as everybody else. That is for sure. That is for sure. All right, so Terry says Big Foe is a real pro. Yeah. I mean, Flau'jae is a sophomore, but yeah, she's going to be a very, very good pro. Absolutely a very good pro. If she wants to, I mean, I don't know. Yes, Flau'jae Johnson can absolutely be a really, really good player in the WNBA. But also, I wonder what she's gonna do after college. Like, I wonder if is she gonna just go fully into music? Is she going to go fully into basketball? Is she going to just continue to do both, be in the WNBA and be like a rap superstar? Like, I'm just curious about like what her future plans are, because if she wants to continue to play basketball and wants to play in the WNBA, I think she is going to be very, very, very good. Let's see what else y'all got to say. Maddie says Del Rosario is coming into her own. She is a freshman. Remember, she is a freshman. She plays against Angel and Anissa at practice every day. Once she gets in better shape and stronger, you better watch out. Yeah. Regarding Kelly Harper, David says, you're right, Quita. She isn't all to blame, but she just hasn't proven anything yet. Regarding Del Rosario, Ronald says, yes, Del Rosario is getting more confident and physical. Yep. Buck says her confidence is building. JB says Del Rosario is actually my favorite player on the team. See ya, Officer Davis. All right, so let's get into Hailey Van Lith. Hailey Van Lith had a phenomenal game today. I would say she got her groove back in the game today. Against Tennessee, Hailey Van Lith was very, very good from the three-point line. Before this game coming in, Hailey Van Lith wasn't that efficient, right? But today she had 26 points. She was 9 of 18 from the field, so 50% from that front. From three-point land, she was 4 of 5, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. She had 7 rebounds, 3 assists. We see that Hailey Van Lith, yes, is still playing out of her normal position, right? She's normally a shooting guard. She has been playing the point guard position for a good amount of this season, except for sometimes when last year Poa is in the game. And I would say that if we continue to see this from Hailey Van Lith, when she's able to sort of get started offensively, scoring early in the game, I think it's going to lead to better games for her. Right now, this was the best game that she's played all season, offensive wise for sure, and defensive wise she was fine. She was fine. I would say that we're gonna, as the season progresses, as we get to conference tournament play, I think that's going to be the real test for Hailey Van Lith, because she has the potential to go off. And a couple games ago, she had a really good game as well. And as we continue to see her get more confident and like shoot those threes, because we know last year, we know that she can score a lot, right? Last season, she averaged 19.7 points a game. This season, she's only averaging 11.3 points a game for Hailey Van Lith. And I think it's going to be imperative for LSU's future success this season for Hailey Van Lith to continue to have games like this. Not necessarily scoring 26 points, though, if she does, I think the team will welcome it. But it's about her. It's about her getting going early, and it's about her teammates looking for her early. Not every player can just not look for their shot early and then later in the game be able to be efficient and scoring, right? Hailey Van Lith is a player that needs to hit a shot, either a jump shot, a 3-point shot, something early in the game, and see the ball go through the basket, and then it starts to get her going, right? And so I thought she had a really good game today. I thought she had a very, very good game today. We will see how she continues to play. But I thought Hailey Van Lith did get her groove back in this game. That's why I titled it Hailey got her groove back. Because she did. She did get her groove back. And we'll see how it continues. Because if we continue to see a Hailey Van Lith that is reminiscent of her Louisville days, it's gonna be scary times, because the game today is the Hailey Van Lith that I was expecting to see at the beginning of the season. And it's taken her a little bit of time to get there. One, because she is playing out of position. And maybe she's arrived now. I think I want to see a couple more games of her playing like this to really, really determine it. But yeah, I really do like the 1-2 punch of bringing last tier Poa in the game early and having Hailey Van Lith be able to do some off ball work and be able to get some good passes and get her shot. There was one 3-point shot. I believe it was in the first half where Hailey Van Lith got the ball. It was sort of like she got the ball kind of towards in the paint. She got a rebound. And instead of trying to get the ball back up and hit a shot, a very contested shot, she did what a point guard would do, and she looked out at the 3-point line. Last tier Poa was ready for a shot, and then last tier Poa hit the shot, made it. Hailey Van Lith got an assist. Those are point guard like stuff that I think we might continue to see from Hailey Van Lith. It's not just the fact that Hailey Van Lith was scoring today. It was the fact that I thought overall she took care of the ball very, very well. I would say that this is one of the games that she didn't have any turnovers. Offensively, Hailey Van Lith didn't do anything dumb at all, right? She made smart passes. And she made passes that are similar to what a point guard would do. And especially with that pass to last tier Poa, because I could absolutely see early in the season where she would probably just try to force that up and miss the shot, but she passed the ball. And I thought that was good on her part, and it's showing growth, not just from a scoring perspective, because we know Hailey Van Lith can score. That's not the issue. It's about her making the right read offensively. Should I be scoring? Should I be passing? What should I be doing in this instance? And I thought she made good reads offensively throughout this game, and they came up with the dub. I would say it was kind of funny. I don't know if y'all caught it at was it the end of the second quarter or something like that? The clock was running down, and Anissa Morrow was trying to screen Hailey Van Lith, and there was some sort of argument that was going on. I think Hailey Van Lith was trying to tell Anissa Morrow go, I'm okay, and then Anissa was like, go, come on, and then Hailey stepped up. The defender backed up a little bit, and then Hailey drained the three. And then it seemed like she I don't know. I think there was some miscommunication between Hailey and Anissa on that play, but Hailey made the shot. And then as they were sort of going to timeout, we saw Hailey and Coach Kim Mulkey sort of I guess argue, or I think Hailey was frustrated or something like that about that play in particular. But they made the shot, and that's what matters. That is what matters. Yeah. So Hailey Van Lith, she got her groove back. We'll see if it lasts the rest of the season going into the tournament. Let's see. Clint with another super chat. Clint says, how you think your Chi-Town Morrow would do in the WNBA? I think Anissa Morrow will be good in the WNBA. Again, she has another year to work and to get better. I think that she, again, like Angel Reese, is the undersized post player, and it's going to be a little bit of a challenge for her to be able to do what she does in college in the WNBA. So I think it's an imperative. Yes, she does have more of a shot, more of a jumper. I think it's imperative for her to continue to grow that and to get even better and better and better, pulling up in terms of like jump shots, and then working on her 3-point shot a little bit more. Yes, she can shoot a 3-pointer, but to be more consistent and be more of a threat, because Anissa Morrow needs to turn into a small forward to make it into the WNBA. She needs to be a small forward. And so I think she can do it. I think she can do it. But she has to transform into a small forward. Similar to what I think Rickea Jackson is going to be. Rickea Jackson, right now, she plays the post for the most part because she needs to for Tennessee. But Rickea Jackson, when it's all said and done, will be a small forward going to the WNBA. And I see a similar thing for Anissa Morrow. So hopefully that answers your question. Thank you so much for the super chat. Nola says Hailey will show out during March Madness. She will. She absolutely will. David says Hailey Van Lith was the biggest personality at Louisville besides her coach. Jeff Walls is a bit of a character. He's a bit of a character. At LSU, she is one of many, including the coach. Yeah. And that's something to adjust to. That is something that you have to adjust to. And maybe we have hit that moment where she has fully adjusted and is ready to go. JB says, hit that like button and subscribe, y'all. Yes, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button if you haven't hit that like button already. We are at 87 likes. If we can get to 100 likes, that would be phenomenal if we can get to 100 likes. Also, guys, we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers, y'all. The goal is to hit that by the time we head into March Madness, which is just a couple short weeks away. So if y'all have not subscribed to the channel, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It helps to let YouTube know what you're interested in. So hopefully after you subscribe, you'll be more likely to see my streams and different videos in the future. So that is the hope. If you can please subscribe to the channel, that would be phenomenal. Let's see. Officer Davis says she normally comes around in tournament time for Hailey Van Lith. JB says, Quita, any thoughts on Michaela Williams' game? She's been in a funk. Yeah, she has been in a funk. And I think that's fine. Like, I think Michaela Williams is a player who actually seriously carried LSU for especially early in the season, when they were when Angel Reese was out for a little bit, and when Samaya Smith got hurt and all that stuff. It was Michaela Williams that was going off and really doing her thing for this team. Lately she has been in a funk. She has, but I'm not reading that much into it. She's a freshman, I think it's fine, especially since she's surrounded by other players who can go off and get theirs. She had 15 points in this game, which was good. She was also, relatively efficient. She was 7 of 18 from the field. Michaela Williams is a straight up baller. I think she'll be fine. She's just in a funk, I'm not reading too much into her her play right now. I think if she was not a freshman, I may read into it a little bit, but she's a freshman. She'll be fine. I think she'll be fine. Ronald says having Hailey Van Lith and Poa in the game together is the point guard answer for LSU. Yeah, I do like that. I do like that pairing of both of them in the game at the same time, because they both give something different to this team. They both give something different. I'm just going to say Claire, because I don't know I can't pronounce the first one. Okay, anyway, Claire says, trash talking SEC is crazy. Angel Reese haters have a lot to say when she claps back, and you get to hear what she said. I mean, I'm a fan of the trash talk. I think it's fun. It's, it's competitive. Like, you block somebody's stuff and you like, yeah, you get an and one and you all up in their face, you staring people down, you doing all this stuff. Like that's the part of the game. I don't mind it at all, as long as, as long as no one takes it too far in terms of like actual fights or whatever, trash talk is fine. Trash talk away, in my opinion. Trash talk away. As long as you can back it up. Don't be, don't get one and one and start saying somebody too small and then get destroyed the rest of the game. I'm just saying, I think trash talking is great, but if you gonna trash talk, you better back that stuff up. You better back it up. That's all I'm saying. Esther said Hailey Van Lith played well as she swapped between the 1 and the 2. Yep. Diego says Iowa win. Yeah, for those who are interested in knowing about the Iowa game, so Iowa just defeated Illinois. They played Illinois today, and they beat them. What's the final score? Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna see the final score. Okay, so Iowa beat Illinois 101-85. All right, that game was at Carver Hawkeye Arena, and Iowa is now 24-3 on the season, and all three of they're 24-4 on the season. So I did not actually watch this game because I was watching the LSU game, so I'll probably watch it after the fact. Looks like Caitlin Clark had 24 points in this game. Hannah Stokey, let's go. Hannah Stokey had 20 points. All right. She almost had a double-double. 20 points, 9 rebounds. And Kate Martin had 13 points. For the Fighting Illini, we had Makira Cook, who played very well today. She had 26 points in this game. And we had Genesis Bryant, who had 19 points in this game as well. So, wow. 17 rebounds by Kendall Bostic. So shout out to Kendall Bostic. That's pretty impressive. 17 rebounds. 17 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds, 12 defensive rebounds. She had 10 points in the game. Again, I did not actually watch this game as it was happening. I'm just sort of reading through the box score of this Iowa versus Illinois game, but I will watch it later, and then I'll provide more of a recap on tomorrow's edition of Women's Basketball Weekly. Mocha Latte says, do you think Keys will hang it up after undergrad or go to the W? I don't know. She may just try to see where she gets in the draft, and just try out to actually try to make a roster spot. And if she does, I think she'll do the WNBA thing. But I think if she doesn't actually make a training camp roster, and actually like make it to a regular season roster, I think she'll just forget basketball and move on to something else. Michaela says Michaela Williams is going to turn up in March Madness. I could absolutely see that. I can absolutely see that. Esther says, I'm all for the trash talk. Fans take it personally. It's not deep for players. Yep. Beanup says, does Reese have another year of eligibility? Yeah, she does. She does have another year. Hailey Van Lith does also. Clint says, heard someone speculate that LSU has their eyes on Sara Strong with Reese possibly leaving. Yeah, so LSU was sending some of their coaching staff to watch Sara Strong play. So yes, they do have their eyes on Sara Strong. They are trying to get Sara Strong. But a lot of other teams are trying too. Don Staley has been to several Sara Strong games this season, as well as her entire coaching staff. UConn is trying to get Sara Strong as well. LSU is trying to get Sara Strong. Everybody is trying to get Sara Strong. Like that is just the thing. I Am Joe says those players don't care about trash talk. It's the sensitive fans who have a problem. Yeah. I mean, let them talk, man. Like this is basketball. Basketball is aggressive, You can't be like, oh, nice. Oh, this is so great. I just blocked your shot. Oh, fantastic. No, like, that's what you get, man. Yeah, you can't go up against me, Get that stuff out of here. Like, I love it. But always back it up. If you can't back it up, don't say nothing. Don't talk if you can't back it up. That's what I got to say. Yes, Maddie, I absolutely agree. Yeah, if you cannot take the heat, get out the kitchen. Danielle says Flau'jae with the blocks. Facts. Flau'jae was fantastic today on defense. Fantastic on defense. She was sick, so I don't really expect sick players to have a great game both offensively and defensively. But defensively, yeah, Flau'jae Johnson, she just does her thing. She just does her thing defensively. Kiana says Angel ain't never back down, even when she is having a bad game. Have y'all actually watched her play outside of this year? Yeah, Angel Reese don't back down. Angel Reese does not back down. And I think that's one of the qualities that just it makes it fun to watch her play. It makes it absolutely fun. She's a player. Yeah, she may have a very off game. She may be having a bad game for 3 quarters, but in that 4th quarter, when she gets either an and one or a block or something like that, it gets her going. And at any moment she can turn up and help her team. And even if she's not great offensively, she can still help her team win defensively. And in terms of still being that emotional rock for this team. Esther says Quita all in all the game the game was egregious basketball for both teams. I expected more from LSU and Tennessee. There was a lot of missed shots in this game. But that happens sometimes. Sometimes you got to grind out some victories. So overall, again, bad shooting performance for both teams. So Tennessee was 31% from the field. LSU was a little bit slightly better, 33% from the field in this game. So yeah, not the best game, but it was a fun game to watch. Let's see. The Tiger says Says Angel needs to come back. Hailey Van Lith too. I mean, yeah, it would be great if both of them came back, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Also, guys, just so y'all know, Caitlin Clark had a triple double in this game. Yeah, Diego. Yeah. Again, Iowa beat Illinois today, 101-85. Caitlin Clark had 24 points. Not just that, she had 5 assists or 10 assists. Not just that, she had 15 rebounds. Triple double, triple dub for Caitlin Clark. 20 points, 10 assists, 15 rebounds. Again, I will have more of a recap about that game tomorrow because yeah. Anyway, Mighty Molly also did her thing. Mighty Molly Davis. You know, I am a fan of Molly Davis. I think she's just a fun player. She had 17 points today. She is back. She is not sick anymore. At least it seems that way. And so she's doing her thing. Clint, I can't remember if I saw your tweet earlier. I think I did. But yeah. LSU is strong on Sarah Strong, for sure. And thank you again for the super chat. Appreciate you. Yeah. Again, yeah. Angel Reese does trash talk very, very well. Thank you so much for the super chat, Ronald. Angel Reese, she really does do trash talk well. I think it's fun, and she backs up her trash talk. You know, if you gonna talk, you better back it up. And Angel Reese does, for the most part, back it up. Let's see. Maddie says the fans need to quit being sensitive and stop putting players against each other. Yeah. I mean, just let them play. Let them play. Kyra says, I saw Dawn post that she was on the road recruiting, and we all know South Carolina is known for their posts. Yeah. They're trying their best to get Sarah Strong. We'll see what she does. We will see what she does. All right, y'all. Oh, Kyra, I like it. Kyra said, don't bark it if you ain't gonna spark it. That is funny. That's funny. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I really, really do appreciate y'all for rocking with me. For just yeah. Just for joining me for another live stream and chatting about the game that we love. Kyrie says, shout out to JB for holding it down. Yeah, shout out to JB. Shout out to JB. Shout out to Kyra. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to the mods for doing a thing. Y'all gonna get something. Y'all gonna for sure get something. I gotta figure out the merch thing, and we gonna make sure to get y'all hooked up, because y'all doing the work as mods. So I appreciate y'all. Let's see. Nola says, what was Caitlin Clark's efficiency? So she was 6 of 18 from the field. 6 of 18 from the field. And she was 5 of 14 from the 3-point line. So basically all her shots were 3-pointers today. She was 7 of 8 from the free throw line. So. JB says, Quita, how much of a splash do you think LSU needs to make in the portal this offseason? Light recruiting class coming in next year, but everyone can come back next year. I don't know. I think we have to wait and see what players do, right? Once once we get into to play of oh my God, can I talk right now? Oh my goodness. I had like a brain freeze. Once we get into the NCAA tournament, and as teams start to lose, and then after they lose, players enter the portal after that, I think we'll start to get a better picture of like what we're working with in terms of the transfer portal. Also, I would be very much interested to see what LSU players do, because even if Hailey Van Lith and even if Angel Reese stays, it's likely that they'll return to LSU, but it's not guaranteed, right? It's not guaranteed. So I think I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much of a splash they really need to make in the portal, because it depends on what their current players do, right? If their current players stay, then I don't think you need to do that much in the portal at all. If everybody on the roster this year stays another year, I don't think you really need to do anything. Of course, still try to get whoever you can get in terms of incoming freshmen, but in terms of the portal, if Anissa stays, if the starting five decides to return to the team, like I think that I don't think you need to do much of anything in the transfer portal if the entire starting five stays. But if they don't stay because of their leaving for the portal or they leaving to go to the WNBA, then okay, you just need to just try to replace that player in the transfer portal if you don't already have that player coming in as a freshman. So that is what I got to say about that. All right, guys. I am going to end the stream here. For other games, I just want to give you all an update on other games that are happening right now. Maryland is competing against Ohio State right now. Ohio State is beating Maryland right now 51-42, but this is looking like a pretty competitive game. This game is on the Big Ten Network if you all want to watch that. We have Virginia Tech versus UNC happening right now. College Game Day was there earlier, but they are playing on the ACC Network. We are in the third quarter of that game, and Virginia Tech is winning 44-34. We have K-State tied with their in-state rivals, KU, Kansas University. And that game is 41-41. That game is on ESPN2. So yeah, if y'all want to watch that game, y'all can watch it there. We also have some other games. South Carolina just started playing against Kentucky. They're on a 16-2 run right now in the first quarter. We also have Syracuse versus Pitt. Pitt is beating Syracuse right now, 36-34. We are in the third quarter with 5 minutes left to go. That is the stream, guys. I do appreciate y'all for rocking with me, for hanging in there for another stream, another chance for us to talk about the game that we love of women's basketball. Oh, what did I do? There we go. Yeah. So anyway, you guys rock. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I will talk to you all tomorrow for another edition of Women's Basketball Weekly. Again, guys, remember I will be going to the UConn versus DePaul game. That game is not going to be on TV, but I am going to try to stream that game as it's happening because I will be at that game. It depends on if I have a signal or not. Sometimes at Wintrust Arena, I don't really have a signal. So we'll see. As long as I can get a signal, I will be streaming the UConn versus DePaul game. So if y'all want to rock with me there, y'all can check that out at 5 o'clock. Y'all rock. I'm rambling. Anyway, have a good rest of your day. And until next time, guys. Bye-bye.